I'm in Paris, if it isn't obvious. I'm sitting here with a big pot of Angelina hot chocolate and some champagne. J'aime le Paris. I've been here probably 7 or 8 times. The theme for Paris is going to be retro present. What does that mean? Well, one of my favorite movies is this movie by Woody Allen called Midnight in Paris. So the idea is that everyone always thinks like the olden days were the best, but really, right now, almost knocked over my champagne. Right now is the best. And so this is what I want to capture. Here we are, 2017. Modern day Paris is beautiful. So I'll give some tips and tricks how to make modern day photos in Paris or anywhere as timeless as possible.
And so I want you guys to take photos. This is my tip number 1 for you guys. Take photos of things that look kind of boring or you're used to them, okay? And then what I want you to do is post-process them, all right? Try using this thing in Lightroom called split toning, okay? It's basically cross-processing. What is cross-processing? If you know these movies, Emily by Jean-Pierre Jeunet. I did City of Lost Children, Delicatessen. All of these have a weird look to them. That's called cross-processing when there's no true blacks and there's no true whites. But then when you process it like this, it will have this sort of classical feel. It'll be timeless, and you won't know where it began. I was going to come to you with tip number 2, this idea of retro present. And I really want to encourage people to use their mobile phones more. In particular, use your mobile phone plus this one great app called Snapseed. And play with all the controls, really experiment. And also I really want to encourage people to take more cell phone shots because I actually do think that is the future. I can honestly see myself in 3 or 4 years only using my cell phone. So I urge you to keep pushing yourself technically. Try new stuff, try new devices, try new software. Because if you're not growing and experimenting, then you're stagnating. I want you to try to break rules that you're not even sure exist. I'll tell you a quick story. I have an art patron. We sell art to collectors around the world. And I was working on a series of panoramas for him. And there's this one panorama that I called giantdisaster.psd because I could not get the panorama to look right. So it was a total disaster. 50, 60 hours went into it. I kind of thought, oh, this is a wash. I'm just going to delete it. And then I looked at it another way. I go, wait a minute, this is pretty cool. It's sort of a deconstructed panorama. So I flew to Austin, Texas. Each of these 3 pieces are going to hang in his 3 mansions, right? And so he had to pick which ones he wanted. And I presented this one to him, and he loved it. It was his favorite one. You can take something that's supposed to be done a certain way and completely break it apart. There's so much room for creativeness and new ideas in photography. So take a kind of photo that's supposed to be done one way and do it a completely different way. Break the rules, have weird mistakes in your photos. Counterintuitively, by removing or confusing information, it makes the photo more interesting.